Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is part one of my summer chakra series. In this practice, we're going to focus on the root chakra, Muladhara, and part of that is being outside, connecting with the earth. So if you can get outside for this practice, I highly recommend it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just get on your mat and join me. We're going to get started in Ragdoll. So go ahead, come onto your mat and get started in your Ragdoll. If you don't know anything about the chakras, or if you think you're not interested in the chakras, then don't worry about it. Just know that today we're going to focus on grounding, balance. The root chakra physically is related to your feet and your legs, so that's what we're going to pay attention to today. Getting started in your Ragdoll, grab your elbows or let your hands dangle, maybe rest your hands on blocks. Pay attention to your feet. Right? Set your feet about hips width distance apart so you have a steady foundation, a grounding foundation. Soften your toes, maybe wiggle them around a little bit. Notice your breath. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Notice what you feel. And it might be a sensation, resistance in the backs of your legs. You can soften your knees here. Add in a little bit of movement. Our hamstrings tend to get really tight, either from sitting all the time or from running all the time, literally and figuratively, always on the go. So here we're just giving ourselves a little bit of time a little bit of space to soften. Notice what we're working with as we get onto our mat. Work with your body, work with your breath. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Let your head hang, soften your shoulders, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. If you are lucky enough to be outside like I am today, you might notice what's going on around you. Not so much that it serves to distract you, but so you can be a part of where you are on this earth, in nature. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. If you want to come into child's pose, you can come into child's pose. Here again, notice sensation, resistance, maybe in the backs of your legs. You might walk out your dog a little bit. Depending on where you are, if you're out in nature, you might still have the sounds of civilization around you. For me, it's cars going by on the road. Right? That doesn't have to be a distraction either. Right? Wherever you are, any opportunity you get to connect with the earth, with Mother Earth, that allows you to strengthen and balance your root chakra. Again, it's Muladhara. The color is red. Energetically, your root chakra is located at the base of your spine. So if working with the chakras is something that interests you, here you might visualize a red ball of energy at the base of your spine. And the Bija Mantra for your root chakra is LAM, L-A-M. That's the seed mantra, a lot like Om. But for your root, it's LAM. And as we move through this practice, that might be something that you also focus on. It can serve to keep you in this practice, help keep you grounded. Together, let's take a big inhale and a big exhale. And from here, walk your hands back to your feet, hips stay high. Again, check in with your feet. Set your feet, they can be together apart, but set your foundation and rise to stand. Come all the way up. Reach your hands up. Lift your heart, a big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Pause for a moment. You can set an intention, and it may or may not be related to your root chakra. Check with your feet. Lift your toes, spread them apart, place them back down again. Notice how the ground feels beneath your feet. Is it even? Is it uneven? Are you on a mat? Are you in the grass? And again, the sounds of civilization, kind of like our thoughts, right? They pop in all the time, but we don't have to let them distract us. We can keep coming back to our intention, coming back to our foundation, our roots, and to our breath. On your inhale, sweep up, reach up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Walk yourself out to your high push-up, high plank. Here you can have your knees lifted or lowered. Take a big inhale. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down. Low push-up. Upward facing dog. Untuck your toes, lead with your heart. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Remember, Lam and the color red. I'm paying a little more attention today in this practice to your feet and to your legs. So noticing really your connection down to the ground, to the earth. Take another big inhale, exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feel your breath. Hear your breath, and maybe notice what else you hear, especially if you're outside. And maybe it's something close to silence. Take another big breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up, lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here, your downward dog or your child's pose. And even as I notice how quiet it is out here, I can still hear, right, the sound of a gentle breeze in the trees. Some birds. So allowing yourself to be a part of where you are right here, right now, connected, grounded. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale. Rise up, lift and reach. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Walk your feet apart, about hips width distance with your peace fingers. Hook your big toes. Palms face each other. You can stick in a halfway lift. Lengthen and fold. So tuning into your feet, feeling your feet, your toes. Connecting your fingers to your toes. If it doesn't work, a ragdoll or more of a halfway lift. Again, noticing sensation in the backs of your legs, right? Resistance. Again, because we're often sitting or right, we're on the go, always moving. And our bodies, our minds, especially always moving. Attention to this breath. Attention to your root chakra. Allows you to slow down. Be right here, right now. Grounded. Supported in balance in your strength and your power. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your toes, hands on your mat. You can walk your feet a little closer together. Right foot is your standing foot. Lift your left leg. Standing leg raise, standing leg split. You can drop your head here. You might keep your hands on the ground. You might have them on props like blocks. If you want to bring one or both hands to your standing ankle and play around with your balance, feel if you can do that without hanging on. And if you fall, doesn't have to be a big deal. Have some fun with this. Feel that you are grounded and supported and that you can have fun with this. Take a big inhale, hands on your mat, left foot drops back, runner's lunge. You can walk your right foot a little to your right. As you inhale, start to lift your hips, lengthen through your right leg. And as you exhale, bend your right knee. Knee over ankle, shoulders roll back. Inhale, hips lift, lengthening the back of the right leg to your own degree. Exhale and bend. So keep going, moving with your breath, and feeling that we can be grounded, present, but we also don't have to be stuck. Right? We can have some fluidity, some flexibility. And then one more time, go ahead and straighten your right leg and fold forward over your right leg here. Again, lengthening through the back of the leg. Soften your shoulders. You might let your left foot sink a little closer, your left heel sink a little closer to your mat. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, bend back into your right knee. Rise up, crescent lunge, hands higher at your heart. Warrior 3, lift off. This is going to be interesting because the ground is uneven here. Yeah, so again, if you lose your physical balance, you don't have to lose the balance of your breath, the balance of effort and ease, the balance of coming back to where you are right here, right now. Set your gaze, see where you are. Take a big inhale. Left foot down beside the right. Both hands reach up, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Walk your feet apart about hips width distance and stand on your hands for Padangusthasana. Fingertips towards your heels. Halfway lift for some length. Fold forward as you exhale. Let your head drop. Soften your knees. You can soften into this. So if there is a lot of resistance, you don't have to push or force. Take your time with it. That's what part of this practice is about, taking your time with where you are and allowing yourself to come more into balance. Allowing your root-Chakra, just by giving attention to it, to come more into balance. Giving attention to yourself, and you come more into balance. Take your hands out from under your feet. Bring your feet closer together. Left foot is your standing foot. Hands on your mat. Right leg lifts. Standing leg raise. Standing leg split. If you want to drop your head or set your gaze to just in front of your left big toe, hands on your mat or props, or play around with it. Hands to your standing ankle. Really feel your connection down so you can lift up. You might be wobbly, but the ground beneath you is steady, always rising up to meet you. Take a big inhale, drop back to your runner's lunge. Left foot a little to your left, hands on your mat or props. As you inhale, lift your hips and begin to lengthen through your left leg. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. Knee tracks over ankle. Belly in and up, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and bend. And again, moving through just a few of these, taking your time. You don't have to be able to straighten your left leg. Feeling that your foundation is steady, solid. You're grounding yourself, you're connected, you're supported. So then you can add in this movement. One more time, straighten your left leg to your own degree, and then lengthen and fold forward over the left leg. Right heel can soften. Maybe you walk your hands back. You can even spin your fingers around if you like. A little bit of a self-assist. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more big inhale. As you exhale, bend back into your left knee. Rise up for your crescent lunge. Reach up. Hands higher at your heart. Warrior 3. Again, lift off. Take your time so you're not rushing. That's what happens. We feel unsteady. We feel out of balance. We wind up rushing.
Right? And that just takes us more out of balance. Here, really paying attention to your standing foot, lifting through your standing leg, your gaze is set. Take a big inhale, right foot down beside the left. Hands reach up, lift up, draw your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, set one foot as your standing foot. And what would a root chakra practice be without a tree pose? So go ahead. Come on into your tree pose. Any variation, take your time. Part of the root chakra is your roots, your foundation, your connection to the earth, but also your roots, your tribe, the people that support you, your family, your friends. Especially as we become adults, we can put out new roots, right, to create new support for ourselves. You have your hands higher at your heart. Take a big inhale and then gently release. Feet down, hands back to your heart. Set it up on the other side. Right, here again, enjoy yourself. Can you simply allow yourself to be present, grounded and supported? If your thinking mind wanders, not a big deal. Come back, feel your standing foot, feel your lifted foot. Set your gaze, see where you are. You might feel steady enough that you can extend your hands up or out. Grow your branches. You might prefer to keep your hands at your heart. Really take advantage of being supported. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Both feet come back to your mat. Hands reach high, lift up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands to your mat, high push-up to low push-up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in and a big breath out. Another big inhale. Just exhale lightly, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift up, reach up. Once more, bring your hands to your heart. Here, come up onto your tiptoes. Right, so your heels lift. And try to resist. No, I don't want to say that. Don't resist, but notice if you hang on with your toes, can you soften? Less resistance. Now, staying up on your tiptoes, start to bend your knees, dropping your hips towards your heels. Bring some energy, some attention to your feet, to your toes. And then once your hips get to your heels, hands come down, knees come down, toes stay tucked under. And watch out for your pinky toe pointing back behind you. You might give it a little adjustment. You can bring your knees a little more forward. Hands at your heart, set your gaze. And notice what you feel. Hopefully, some sensation in your toes, some connection. Maybe a lot of sensation. And in the sensation, maybe some reaction in your thinking mind. Stay with your breath, stay with your intention. Your root chakra, Muladhara Lam, the color red. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. One of my teachers says that our feet are like all-terrain vehicles, right? Adapted to walk on any kind of ground and keep us connected to the earth and allow us to stay in balance. The trouble is, most of the time, our feet are stuck into shoes, our poor little toes all crammed up. Right? So here we're awakening our feet, our toes. If it gets overwhelming, just ease off, not a big deal, right? Still enjoying yourself. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. And then go ahead and bring your hands down in front of you, untuck your toes, come on into a tabletop. And if you want to lightly, really lightly tap the tops of your feet on your mat, maybe wiggle your toes around. And from here, simply sit back over your heels, come to seated. Long spine. Hands can be on your knees. Feel the length of your spine now, your tailbone, where energetically, the base of your spine, where energetically your root chakra is located, right? Grounded. So beginning to awaken the energy of our chakras so we can be in balance, in our strength and in our power. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And you are welcome to stay here as long as you like. Attention to your root chakra. I could stay here all afternoon. So take your time, take this time and be in joy, be grounded, balanced, supported. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Thanks for joining me for this root chakra practice, the first in my summer chakra series. And if you're interested in longer chakra classes, then check out my studio, Sanctuary Power Yoga, because I offer those there seasonally. Thanks again for joining me today. If you enjoyed this practice, leave a comment below. Let me know. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.